Look at him. Look at him. You don't even know where you're going with that.
Bitch right here. We don't have a bag.
Quick Creek's like 50 pounds. I think you're gonna want to bring that. All right, we are doing the yard crash right now at Joe's house. And yesterday we did some demolition and got the site all prepped for work. And today we're getting materials at HD, the Home Depot. And there we go. All right, we're gonna get 4 bags of this Quick Creek. There we go. Look at them. Look at those arms. Oh, look at the pump.
We don't play around. We just come around and get what we gotta get.
There we go. That's good. We're done. That's it. That's a wrap. All right. Just double checking the list here. We got the boxes ready to go. All the lumber ready. Some wood repair. Let's go. Look at them. Look at them. All right, so we arrived at the proposed work site, and we're getting ready to get to work. Woo, materiales. All right, so here's the fence. After years,
Coffee or anything?
after years and years of dirt being piled up along the fence, it is already starting to die. So all this wood is rotted out, and we are, rather than replacing the entire fence, we're gonna go ahead and do a little repair patchwork that'll give us another 10 years out of this bad boy at minimum. Got some materials here. We're gonna build a retaining wall and also unearth this beautiful stone segway entrance out to the nature. All right, so we're gonna get to work, see how much of this we could repair today, and then we're gonna get to work on the retaining wall and other stuff this weekend before the 4th of July. So this place is gonna be transformed, and we're gonna have it looking entirely different in just a couple days. So today is Thursday, and we have Tuesday. Tuesday is July 4th, so that's when Joe's gonna have a whole bunch of people over here celebrating. And so we're trying to turn this backyard into a showpiece, a showstopper. See what we can do to make this happen. So not only the fence, but also a couple other projects. Stay tuned. You're not gonna want to miss this. We got TJ out here doing some work. Good job, young man. So my primary focus is out here in the back right now. So we did a ton of this demolition yesterday, clearing out the space. And so now we're just gonna get rid of all these boards. So you can see there's just tons of damage for being covered underneath the dirt. So we actually had another retaining wall block up here, and as you can imagine, it just packed the dirt in on the bottom of this fence, and that's exactly what we do not want. Even though this is designed for ground contact, we want to avoid ground contact if we're trying to prolong the life. So I'm gonna get it cracking over here, remove the rest of these, and start replacing these with some new 2x6. We got some new 2x6 by 8 foot pressure treated posts that we're gonna put in here and make sure that we can get all this redone. Yes, sir. All right, so I'm making some pretty decent progress by myself. We had to divide and conquer, and I'm kind of taking care of the fence myself while Pops works on the pressure washer and some other things. So I got all of these new beams placed down here. I'm gonna probably add a little bit of some wire mesh under the bottom, because this is gonna be a bigger gap. Obviously we're gonna have some landscaping on the other side, but since we will have a bigger gap, we're gonna have to put some wire mesh under here. Really loving how this jig works out. This is perfect. Alrighty, we have reached a nice little stopping point. Completed replacing all of the horizontal support on the rear, and I have completed the trim on the front. So we still do have some old boards hanging out. So I'll have to go back and hack those out, but that's not a priority right now. It was really just the structure. I'm gonna get it structurally sound. I'm gonna come back and do a little bit of repair on this gate too, make this swing a little better. these are reinforced 2x6x8s. So now I got to do some detail work. And since we have these wall blocks kind of going from the rear to the front, I'm gonna have to figure out how to reinforce these corners. What's up, Gigi? You having a good time, girl? Gigi's first work site out here in Washington. And this is just like community. So this is an unincorporated area of the HOA, so it is city property. There used to be trails back here, but apparently it's just all overgrown now. So we gotta start up a path. Wouldn't hurt to see if we can intersect it some other paths somewhere around here. So great progress. It's only 2 o'clock, so we've really only been at it for about 5 hours. We've kind of been taking things slow. So Pops went over, he had to go pick up another part. He was trying to fix the pressure washer for Joe, and we had some issues with that. So he had to go pick up some parts. And Joe had to go to work. So it's just only the strong survive. So of course, you know, I work a lot faster independently. So I'm gonna get it cracking with some of the detail work, and then after that we're gonna have to put some concrete in here to just shore up and stabilize these posts so we can protect them. It's a ton of dirt, they're buried in a lot of dirt, so we're gonna just put some concrete to help protect those, make sure that they don't get eaten by bugs, and this wall will last a little longer. Gigi, venga, get over here. Good girl. Got most of the fence details completed, and now we're moving on to pruning and doing some other stuff back here in the yard. So we're taking care of this awkward tree. This tree was just growing. I don't know how it was pruned, but it was pretty damn close to the house. And so we just gotta cut it back so it does not pose a threat to the house. And then Pops is over here working on the pressure washer. We couldn't even pressure wash the fence yet before we gotta paint and stain because we got a little issue with the pressure washer. Got a little issue. And Pops gotta rethread
this fucking spark plug.
Gotta rethread the spark plug.
And the fucking
Yep.
the
And
head.
And they oh wow. I don't know if we could even see that on the camera, but if the camera could see that, those threads, man, it looks like a meat grinder up in there. But a meat grinder with metal, which is not a good thing. Still got more work to do. Finished up the little gate here, reinforced the gate, added some screws there. Looking good, looking good. That's the details. It's gonna look radically different once we get this done. Pop's already got him working. We got him working on the first one. Let's get this. This is perfect timing too. All right, we got the pressure washer is funcionando. So Big Worm got it fixed. And then Grandma Val came over here. She's helping with the yard project too. But still, geez, what time is it? 6:07. We've been at it for, geez, 10 hours. We're about to put some concrete in here. Now we got the pressure washer so we can get it all cleaned up before we stain everything. That's how we do it. Oh yeah! Get all that bad gas out of there. Woo! Mom, look, it's blowing, it's blowing. Look, it's blowing little holes, look. Look at that shit. It's blowing real. How trippy is that? Whoa! That's dope. All right, Mom, you ready? We gotta film with water. All right, Mom's over here. Mom Duke's helping. Put these little concrete collars on our posts. These are not new posts, these are old posts, but we're just reinforcing these to extend the life, longevity, and just need to get some water on these bad boys. It's twilight hour. We still at it. Jeez, 7:06. We still at it. It's a long day. We're gonna celebrate tonight though. Lots of progress. Pops just pressure washed the outside. So the pressure washer is functioning. Got the entire outside pressure washed. Yes, looking so clean. We got the retaining wall blocks back up here. Everything is clean, ready to be stained. Pop's putting some more oil, some aceite, putting some more oil inside the pressure washer. But it was functioning pretty good. We did have a lot of smoke. It was burning out that old fuel, and that smoke definitely alarmed the neighbors. So we had the HOA in full alert. Had a neighbor, had Dave come over here and check on us to make sure everything was all good, but everything is good. It ran out that bad gas, and everything is good now. So now we're getting ready to finish these little concrete collars just to protect the posts, help them last a little bit longer, but nothing is in the dirt anymore, and we're looking good. All in a day's work, but I'm really proud of these trees. That's like low-key, I kind of did that on my lunch break. I was just over watching these trees because these trees have just been pruned horribly over time. And so yeah, I just chopped the hell out of them. So they don't look like anything now. This is actually an Asian pear. That's another Asian pear. They just haven't been pruned properly to produce fruit. So we're gonna see what we can get doing. What's up, JG Bug? All right, get him. There we go. Perfect. There you go. You can do it a little bit at a time. Mom Duke's out here getting it. Everybody, it's a family affair. Alright, man. Jeez. It is seriously 8:44. So this is like, wow. We started at 9 o'clock and we took a little bit of a break, but damn, this was like a serious day. We were just in the flow and we just kept going and made a lot of progress. But there was like a lot of things happening. It wasn't just the fence, but it was also a lot of stuff happening with the trees and preparing for these retaining walls that are going to go in later, and also fixing tools. You know, a lot of our time was spent fixing tools. We got the pressure washer up and running, which is a great sign. Gigi, you ready to go? Dogs are ready to go. They're like, we're done. It's been a fun day outside. We're ready to go. It's dinner time. Look at it though. Looks nice. We got all the layer of moss, and you can see it over here too. You can see it's just green. This side is clean, and this is just green. See the difference?
Oh, big difference.
It's crazy, yeah. All right. So we got to do a couple more trim pieces on the fence, but first we need to have Joe clear out this area so that we can actually get access to it. And then after that, we're gonna do the retaining wall. So we're gonna have some lastre or some gravel delivered. So that we can do that probably on Saturday. Try to knock that out in the morning, or I don't know, we'll see. But it should be a pretty quick project once we get it together, and coming out good. Pura vida. All right, we live. All right, what's up, y'all? It is day number 3 over here on this backyard crash. Still got Big Worm with me. Today we were just doing some detail work, so. Didn't get it. We did a lot of cleaning work yesterday and some of the main infrastructure pieces to the fence, but today it was more of the trim work. So we finished all the boards on the side. We completed them in the back over here, which is nice. So they all wrap around the back and then terminate over here. Joe did some more clearing to get us some more space here. So we have a nice little channel up with gravel, and then we got like some of our trim pieces done over there. So tomorrow we're getting some gravel. We got the retaining wall to do. We're leveling out this shed over here, and then we still got all this flagstone. So we gotta remove this flagstone, and we're going to put a base of some gravel under the flagstone so that it can make the perfect path that also allows water to run seamlessly through the backyard and not settle. But one of the things I was working on today, which took a little bit of time, Pops had to go get me the diamond cutting blade so that we can do some masonry work. So this elegant little entryway, we were having some issues because the size of the blocks just weren't really conducive to having a nice flow. And these doors weren't opening all the way. And now we have a nice open flow for the doors. So here we had to make some custom adjustments in order to accommodate our doors opening all the way, yet also filling this gap. So taking into account for this gap, which critters could come in here. I don't really love this. I'm gonna have to put something there. That was the best I could do with the blocks, and but here we had to step down from these blocks to a smaller 12-inch block, and that actually worked out pretty well. The same thing on this side. You know, I'm trying to marry them up so it looks, you know, somewhat symmetrical. A little custom cut here on this block, you know, going from a 16 to like a 14-inch block. Yeah, it works. So we're gonna continue working on the slate today, and we are just gonna do some fine tuning, get a little template ready so that we can level this shed and get ready for some work tomorrow. So tomorrow is going to be the retaining wall once we get the gravel delivered, and then we're just going to be building our paths, and that's going to be a wrap. So I think it'll be kind of a 4-day yard crash, but really maybe only a total of 16 hours. So we shall see. It depends on how much work we can get done tomorrow. Woo! Puyallup bark supply. This is how we get in the morning started. 5 yards of gravel ready to rock and roll. Get inside. Get inside now. Go inside. Alright, it is day 4 out here on this yard crash project, and we are doing some of the final details. We got the fence completed yesterday, and now we're doing some retaining wall work and then finishing with this beautiful path. So we have all of this gravel, and we need to design a beautiful garden path that is also functional and will help to reduce any flooding or pooling of water around here. So we're moving all this dirt, and we are going to design a path that kind of meanders through the back. It'll terminate the back patio, so we needed to get over to the shed, we needed to get out to the back, and we needed to get to the front. We'll see what we can do. Just use our creativity and some good old elbow grease to get this done. You ready, Gigi? Yeah, I know, it's gonna be a warm day. We're back at it. We're working on these little pathways right here. We're finishing the pad.
Getting down. He got a pool, Herbie.
Yeah, I know, he told me he got the above ground pool.
He said come through.
Alright, well, we haven't really made much of a dent in it, and it's geez, already almost 1 o'clock. We got a busted wheel on the wheelbarrow, so this is not making this any easier. But we have made some progress. We got this gravel all the way through the entryway, our first base layer, Gonna add our flagstone a little bit later. Got the shed all leveled out. Mom's over here working on the stairs, some details, and yeah, so our base layer has been laid. Big Worm is modifying our shelving in here, and Grandma Val is over here hooking up the stairs so we can get some more gravel to assist with our drainage. So we still got a lot of work to do, and some busted equipment. So we're gonna do the best we can out here and try to get this done so we can enjoy our 4th of July weekend, because it is July 1st and it's day number 4 on this project. And got a whole bunch of family in town, and we're trying to also enjoy our day. So let's get back to work. So this is just the free range squad difference right here. You see the attention to detail? Look at this meticulous attention to detail here. We unearthed this patio, these patio stones, and now we have just this incredible entryway into the forest. And instead of just doing some old basic repair, we're going all the way in and removing all the dirt. We have a nice clean base to work with. Gonna put some concrete around these posts to slow down the deterioration, and Grandma Val is packing these with gravel, which are gonna serve as a nice filter for any water that collects down this little walkway. Beautiful work. Beautiful work, team. Look in the front, we got the crew working over here. Got the gravel, the gravel crew. Oh, don't be scared. Everybody's working. It's a team effort, Joe. See, we out here supposed to be on vacation. We're doing yard work. Look at this. This pile is dwindling. It's getting smaller. It's getting smaller. It's getting a little bit smaller. Still a lot of work to go. At least we got a wheelbarrow that works. It's enough break time. Now we got to get back to work. We gotta go over to the side over here.
Up to the side?
Yeah, see over here on the side. Juju, is this boring, Juju? Yeah.
Seeing the cool thing.
Lunch break is over officially, and we're back at it. Day number 4, trying to hit to the finish line. Yard crashers added a little concrete, these bottom steps, just to help prevent the further deterioration of these posts, and just aesthetically just add a little vibe. So now we're working on this footing for the small little retaining wall. So we're only going to do just a base layer of these wall blocks to kind of tie it in over here, and maybe we'll do more later, but right now it's just a nice separation from the planter bed and the drainage from our fence to the lawn. So we're gonna try to just get as much of this done in the next hour or two, because we need to retire. We got an event we're gonna go to this evening that's over at like 8 or 9 o'clock, so we gotta get out there. We are almost there with our footing. Got a little trench for our footing here. It's gonna do just a little trim, little garden trim to separate the grass from the little planter bed. So got enough for just about 4 to 6 inches of gravel. It's not gonna be as big of a base as I would do if I was doing a bigger retaining wall, but should be plenty for what we're trying to do now. Yeah, baby. Big Worm back here still working. Isn't it time for you to take a break, Pops? The wall is in progress. Woo! We got the path coming together. Mom's working on the path. The flagstone path is coming together already. Ooh.
Oh, for sure.
Got this path. Yes, sir. Our little pile of gravel is dwindling. This is the final hours of the crash coming to a head. Pops is doing all the beautiful work over here. We have backfilled this edge with gravel. So there won't be any plants growing in here. Nice drainage. Pops is doing a fantastic job out here. You know, and we're just pushing it through to the finish line because we don't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Till the mic drop. We just got to get it done. All right, look at Mom. She's got her combat ready gear on. Oh, look at that. Get it. Look at the dogs are just like, can we go home yet? What are we doing? Oh yeah, look at that. Okay. Progress. We're getting close to the finish line.
Let's do this. It's gonna be a wrap.
All right. Progress. Day 5 is gonna be pretty much the last day for the main construction, other than some details. We finished this block wall, so we're gonna go ahead and, since we have a lot of patchy grass areas and the lawn is just not even, we're gonna go ahead and backfill this whole front lip with some dirt. Get her done. We're gonna add some more dirt back, these little planter beds. Woo-wee. Alright, so this is day 5. Got most of the work done. The heavy construction is done. Heavy lifting is complete. The flagstone pathway is done. Retaining wall is done. Fence repairs almost complete. It's like 95% complete. But yeah, so it was day 5. It is July the 2nd right now, and just trying to get this project done. And getting over here this morning at 7:30 just before we did a little afternoon adventure was incredibly important, because I just do not like to let projects drag. And with 4th of July right around the corner and us planning to host a little bit of a little after party here, it's going to be important that we have this space utilized. So we still got some cleanup work to do, a little bit of landscaping, but for the most part, super pleased with how this came out. Couldn't have done it without the support and help of the rest of the fam. You know, having Mom and Dad on this project was great. Joe suffered a little bit of a back injury, so hopefully he could bounce back from that. But all in all, I think this project came out awesome, and the budget was super low. So I'll share the details for the budget, just so you get a sense of how budget conscious I am when it comes to these types of projects, and making sure that I can reuse whatever materials that we have on hand. But by the time we get this fence stained and get everything done, it's gonna look beautiful. All right, this should be our final load, Home Depot, to finish out phase 1 of the Heirs backyard renovation / crash. All right, boy, put them in the car. Got some perennials, some stuff to add some nice color, and then we got these perennial hedges, rosemary. Oh, you're gonna be so happy back there. Getting kind of sloppy, buddy. Getting kind of sloppy. Sloppy choppy. All right, here we are. This is the final day of this yard crash transformation. Got the whole crew here, Pops and Kingston helping on this final day. Got a couple projects to tie up here just to conclude this project. Everything is looking beautiful so far. Got our first coat of stain on, just beginning with some of the landscaping. So today we're gonna do one final coat on this fence just to get it all nice and uniform. Have to make some repairs over on this side. We're gonna clean up this entrance. Have to add a few more boards down here, fix the latch, and then we're gonna add some of these landscape plants and some brown mulch. Good King Boy helping out. All right, let's get it. Pops is gonna get on the stain. Kingston's gonna get on the planting. And I'm gonna take care of the construction, so let's get it. Try to get this done in like an hour and a half, be done hopefully by 4 o'clock. Alright, got some plants in the ground. The paint is on the way. Stain looking good. Made on the final repairs. Straight up the bottom of the fence here. Reinforce these little edges so Fancy can't get out. No gaps. No gaps. Good to go. Home stretch, baby. Home stretch! Kingston's doing some finishing touches on the garden. Just installed this fresh little garden. Variety of some ferns and perennials, annuals, a couple rosemary. Keeping it simple for now. Add some color. Beautiful. Looking good, looking good. Right now it is way too hot in the summer to be planting grass seed because it's just the likelihood of it succeeding before the winter is extremely low. You don't have any irrigation here that's effectively working, and the best chance is just to let it kind of go for the summer, focus on the rest of the landscape, get that established, and we'll adjust along another time. Super happy with the way this came out, and this was a great budget project. Thanks again for watching this episode of the Free Range Squad. Until our next adventure, pura vida.